All right, guys. Chris is still enjoying his Thanksgiving holiday, so we got Joe Medley
You get
back
the
with us.
old guy this week.
Yeah, I heard the video did well last week, so you being back is pretty good. But Piedmont picked up a big victory tonight against Ohatchee in the rematch. Going back to the 3A title game, Taylor Hayes, 7 total touchdowns, 5 passing, 2 rushing. Pretty big night for him. Got a pretty good column on him tonight. So what'd you see? What'd you see from Taylor?
Just an amazing performance. He people talk about size, and maybe he's 5'11" and 205 pounds, and maybe that's not what colleges are looking for. But my goodness, I saw him make runs. Where he had just he was a patient runner where he leaned into the pile and waited for it to part, and then managed to fall forward into the end zone. So he showed some smarts as a runner there, and then the passes he made tonight. The bomb he threw to Bossy for a touchdown was just a perfect ball over the top, and just right as Bossy emerged out from behind the defender, it fell right into his hands. And the one that most impressed me was the 22-yard touchdown pass to Cardavian Myers, where he had Taylor's left-handed, and he had to scramble to his right and then turn his body a 180 and lift that thing up in the air and just threw a nice perfect touch pass after Cardavian Myers made the improvised move on the scramble. And he just he's obviously got something. I mean, he's got that it factor, and makes those it plays. And just when I watched him play in the state championship game last year in Tuscaloosa, I kind of thought of him as a little Kenny Stabler out there, and tonight he looked like a little Steve Young.
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive performance. They're going back to the title game. Got a shot to finish 15-0 for the first time in school history. The atmosphere tonight was incredible. It was. I got there about 5:30, and it was hard to find a parking place then, and the stands were already full. So it was a great night for Calhoun County football. Um, I know Ohatchee. Their season. Great season for them. For them to get to the semifinals. That's a pretty big deal. And another guy on the other side, Austin Tucker. He went out with a big night. A lot of his touchdowns came late, but he didn't stop till the very end. What did you see from him?
I saw the thing that I saw the first time I saw him. I saw him play against Asheville last year, where he ran for 349 yards, and I thought, man, I haven't been hearing about this guy. I think we need to be hearing more about him. And that's when you kind of saw him coming. That's when you kind of saw that team coming, and they came this year. They arrived. They were a very good team. They dominated everybody they played but Piedmont, and Austin Tucker. Well, I tell you what, you get him past that point of attack, it's hard to catch up to him. He ran and made a lot of big runs this year and last year, and I'll be interested to see what happens for him. Maybe on the next level.
Yeah, it was big night, but and touch on it real quick. Hanley's going back to the 4A title game this year. Larry Strain's got them to the title game in his second year. That's a pretty big feat for the Tigers.
I remember when Larry Strain winning a state championship was a story. When was it ever going to happen? And then he won 2 in girls basketball with his daughter Leah. But now he really once won in football at Hanley. He got to the championship game twice with Woodland when he was coaching his son Trey there, and both times they lost close games to Leroy. And now he's got another chance with Hanley, and they beat Andalusia tonight, and that's a pretty impressive victory.
Number one team in the state on the road.
Number one team in the state on the road, and that guy can coach, and it'd really be a neat story to see him get that blue map in football as well.
Yeah, and the run too. I mean, they played I think one game at home, and the rest have been on the road, and they've been going down to Mobile every week. So I'm sure they'll be a little closer. Auburn will be a little quicker drive for them from Roanoke, so that'll be pretty good. But that's all we got for this week. We'll see y'all back at the beginning of next week as we get ready for the state championship games.